is clean on this chart. So, yeah, I realized I was looking at a lot of stuff in my chart. So I kept it simple. Um, Sometimes it's good to just, go back to whatever basics. I'm looking at when last Wednesday, I'm just going through some old days I missed. And we're just going to look at, I might add in a couple indicators here and there, but probably not everything once. I do have CBD down there if I need it, but that's one of those ones that I'm not as experienced with. Um, but we're just going to focus on doing like supply and demand, maybe a little volume profile. I want to build out, we've been going up a lot. It's been a big, this is the daily, big uptrend since that little spike down. Um, and last video we were looking at kind of like what the we're kind of building a narrative a little bit. So it's kind of what I'm trying to do here. I mean, it's not always perfect. This was like kind of a tight range. It moved up with some P-shaped consolidated, big P-shaped move up. Came down from there to this same level here. Stayed in there for a little bit, then moved up. There's like P-shaped and B-shaped profiles, and they kind of tell you what happened. But then look, you had this like kind of same POC with value area expanding a little bit, but then shrinking again, and inside the previous day's value area here. And then a huge explosion. Like it was like kind of coiling up basically. Um, is the best way I can think about that. So when you see that, you might see a big move. This is like, I mean, kind of a coiled up situation a little bit. Um, and this is interesting because it had a really big value area, but just shot way up. Didn't like it up there. Shot way down. Finished below value area. Came back down to that level. And I guess, this is where buyers came back in, where shorts got out. P shape. And it's kind of been, we're in a range again here with the value areas. This is a inside value area right now. Pre-market is inside the previous day. So that'll be interesting to see. I might just draw this out. I don't know. Let's see. But let's try to find some zones, which could be difficult. Just as I say that, it's not difficult at all. This would be 1 hour. You guys get Battlefield yet? That shit. Schmack. Okay. That's the previous day POC. We're right around that right now. We've been moving up yesterday was like, eh. And then yesterday was down. Pre-market is up today. It has not spent a lot of time there. We're bouncing into the value area. We're staying in the value area. Do we want to go back up is the question. This looks pretty bullish to me, I think. Right? If I had to make a choice, maybe we want to come back up here. Uh, yesterday's value area, POC, I mean. There wasn't a lot of value up there either, I guess. So. Okay. All right. Let's just get into it. Oh. Holy moly. Okay. So first things first. First thing that happened before I could even draw this one, we just fucking exploded out of that area and out of the VWAP. Cool. I love that. We were breaking this. The other reason I'm doing this is because I feel like price action is always my bread and butter, I guess. So huge bust out of there. Kind of a little situation here. Okay. Now we're moving up. That bounced right off for yesterday's POC. Okay, hang on. Just moving up. I'm trying to think if I want to look to get long. Maybe if we come back down to this zone, bounce off like these levels. I think I'm not crazy about this, about what's going on right here. So let's just see what's happening. Went straight through that. Okay, we're starting to lose a little bit of. This might go up from here, but just didn't see a great entry there. Um, like it was looking pretty good. It was looking good, but yeah, it was looking good. Just didn't see a great signal, and this is kind of like I guess you'd be taking it off of this zone, which is okay. Not really ideal, but just didn't see that. You know, maybe the order flow would have told you something on that one. Still pretty bullish on. I'm still bullish on the day. I'm not pretty bullish. Popping right. There is some kind of resistance up there. Let's see what volume looks like. Oh, I can just do this. Yesterday's value area is up there. This is kind of a weird distribution, but there's definitely a lot more volume up top above the POC than there is below it. So I'm okay with leaving that on for now. This is pushing up. There's a lot of distribution happening here. I think I might have pizza tonight, dude. Feeling it. It's a Saturday night, dude. It's a pizza night, dude. I think that's not a surprise. Really just grinding it out now. Uh, These are hourly, you know, zone to go short. We're pretty far outside the value area. I think if you do take a trade short, maybe don't hold it too long. Isn't it funny how that works though? It started distributing right when it got into this started going pretty flat. It's magic, dude. Okay, I kind of just feel like we missed the boat on this going, just trading what we're trading, but just be one of those days. Popped right out of this. Interesting. And there is now value up here. Yeah. And the point of control is up here. Okay. It's not really P-shaped, but there is POC up here. Really just a lot of stuff going on here, but not a lot of price action going on. Hey, take it easy. Okay, we're probably gonna bust out of this zone, I'm sure. Do you buy there? No. Very tempting. I think I was getting bored and FOMO'd a little bit. That's why I said that. But do you buy here though? That is the question. This is now the day POC. Let's see. Okay, that's nice when it kind of answers your question for you. I'm not gonna buy. This also, like, these technically might have hit that zone, but I don't like this action before it came back to the zone, so. Okay. Yeah, it's just like a matter of when was it gonna bust out of there. That's the big question. And yeah, I honestly, if you were gonna buy something in here, which I don't love, you'd buy that. But I just don't like all this stuff. You'd be sitting here. You're not really, I mean, if you did buy this, you really didn't take any pain, honestly. But you are just sitting here like, is it gonna go higher? But I think you could have made it out with a pretty quick 1-to-1. Yeah. So I think that's not horrible, but I just don't like the price action preceding it. I just want to see. Did I say in the beginning that I was bullish? I hope I did. So I look like a magician. But I did have a bullish feeling. I just didn't see a place for me to get in that wasn't kind of risky. Um, but if you did get in, you're a big chilling. Uh, bless you. Kind of a face. Really, really high. Far out of the value area. Just kind of expecting it to come down. And it's 5:15. I mean 3:15. If you do buy this, I feel like you're kind of just FOMOing in. Um, you're really far above this value area. It's late and it's very late in the day. I don't think this is a good buy at all. It might work, but I think it's not ideal. What the hell? But let's see if it breaks that high. Maybe you got enough gas there. Okay. Trust your gut, old nutty. It's just you, your price action, your gut, and your value area. Trust your gut, kid. That's why you don't take fakies. It's just gonna be kind of volatile. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so that could have been a really good day for anybody who just, got in. Um, this was a little weird, but I did like that it made this big spike to break these and then came back down. I didn't like that it was all up and down and then made this lower high. So this is a little risky. Maybe you don't put as much risk on it, but you really have the trend on your back. And, it's, I don't know, what do you even target? The top of this zone? I need a dollar amount so I can put it on a thumbnail, dude. How about no, that's way too high. Just do this. That is like the top of the zone, pretty much that value area. The other thing was down here. The other risky one was this one right here. See, I said I wanted to wait for it to come down here, and then maybe down here. But it was like a little bit of offloading at the VWAP. What happened here? Just nothing, not like divergences or anything, really just following the price action. But volume didn't push it down any lower. I don't really know how to read that or if to read that, like if that really matters at all. But then if you're gonna buy in like this one, this one, this one, this one, which candle do you buy in? Let's say this one. Kind of a weird place to buy. Let's say this one. It's kind of breaking out of this zone a little bit. That's being pretty generous. I don't think there's a reason I didn't buy on them. Doesn't look great at the top. There's a wick at the top. If you started there, brother, I don't know. If you took it to that zone, you're at 170. If you took it to the top of the zone, you're at 18. Like if you're expecting it to break yesterday's highs, that's pretty much what that is. 218. All right. That was interesting. I'm trying not to be like, I should have got in somehow. Oh wow, that sucks. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix that in post. It's so small. Okay. Yeah, this is one of those days where you could have made a ton of money and you just didn't using this system or whatever. And you just can't be like, gosh darn it, why didn't I get in? Just got to be like, all right, we'll sit and wait for the next one. There will be a good day. You know, it's coming. All right. What's up, Baba Booies? We're just adding a little extra joint here because I was looking at the volume profile stuff. So this was the first thing that I didn't enter on. This is the first thing that I didn't enter on that I marked out. And I just did smaller like VPs. So so I'm in a Discord right now. It bounced right off of the POC for this like kind of swing. And then I fucking made it. I made it. I did each candle too. And like you can I also have a friggin' orange filter on, so you can't really see it. Or I can't see it. But basically, you can tell that almost all of these have value areas that are above the POC and they like just wick below it but don't stay down there. So I don't know exactly like I don't know what's a good one to take. I guess this is still a better one to take as the POC moves up or whatever. But that's just interesting. It doesn't want to stay below the candle. The candle value areas remain above the POC there. So maybe that means it's like, cooking up. This is kind of similar, this swing from that last low. Obviously there was a lot of stuff going on here, but definitely like P-shaped. And then not the same deal as in like everything's in the POC, obviously, but like I also wonder what this looks like. Um Whatever trading was happening here was like it stayed above that POC. It bounced off of that POC actually, before it took off in that zone. And then uh it wicked above all the it's kind of the same it's not as pronounced, but like all the wicks are definitely below value area low. And then um it's kind of steady. And then yeah, you get this big one, but you want to enter on this one. But obviously you don't know that's going to happen. So this is just like a layered fucking just a layered joint. What's going on? All right.